T minus 30 minutes. T minus 20 minutes. minus 9 minutes. T minus 8 minutes. T minus 7 minutes. T minus 6 minutes. minus 4 minutes. T minus 3 minutes. T minus 2 minutes. T minus 1 minute. T minus 50 seconds. T minus 40 seconds. T minus 30 seconds. T minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. It's the Wrasslin for Life Network. At it again. It's Tuesday night. We are going to be getting NXT 2.0. We'll get the fallout of Stand and Deliver. I hope everyone out there is having a phenomenal week. We got 2 in the books, 3 to go, hump day tomorrow. But Monday Senior is gone. It's bye-bye. And we're going to end the night with a little bit of NXT. As always, I'm your favorite host, KJ White, and I hope everyone out there, like I said, is having a wonderful week. Thank you for popping on by. Thank you for saying hi. How are you, Greg? I hope you're doing well. Thank you for being here tonight. And yeah, I mean, after Monday Night Raw, we saw Bronbreakker win back his title. Big surprise after Dolph Ziggler retains that Stand and Deliver. It seemed kind of pointless, but it happened, and here we are. Now we're dealing with it. And we'll see what that looks like now. Is Dolph done with NXT? Is the rivalry going to continue? Who's going to show up? Are there any new faces? People talk about Alexa Bliss to NXT. Who knows, folks? Lots to find out tonight. There you go. But that being said, we're getting a replay to recap right away. And as always, folks, I do want to take a moment to remind everybody we are here all week long. We'll be back with Dynamite. We'll be back with Impact. We got the doubleheader on Friday. We got our original content on the weekends. A little programming note. Please note there might be a little bit of disruption to our news updates over the next couple of days. We're working on something. And the one, the only, the marvelous, amazing LJ is a little under the weather at the moment, so send her well wishes and love and care. But as soon as she's back up and running and feeling more like herself, we'll be right back on the ball. So keep tuning in, folks. We got a lot of surprises coming your way. The WWE and AEW aren't the only places that like surprise pops and surprise introductions. So keep tuning in. We appreciate the love. We appreciate the support. And more than anything else, we appreciate everybody being here all day, every day. But yeah, we got lots coming your way. And I'm really curious how this plays out. I do find funny that we got Mandy Rhodes coming out that NXT Stand and Deliver with the wings on the LED behind her. Edge also did that. So creative's kind of doubling up. Dun, dun, dun. But that being said, the night is rolling along. And if you want to let me know how you feel about Monday Night Raw last night, it wasn't overly an impressive show, considering how crazy the Monday night after Mania is supposed to be. It kind of did not deliver what we expected. You want to talk about Ezekiel? Anybody? Somebody? Does anyone want to talk about Ezekiel? Like I said, Bronbreakker regains his championship. It almost seems silly that he failed to win it at Stand and Deliver, but won it 2 nights later. I don't get the purpose behind that, what the thinking behind that was. Oh, and we're getting a replay now of that exact moment. How do you guys feel about it? What do you think? I mean, obviously, at this point, it's hard to argue that Bronbreakker is pretty much the face of the colorful brand, but I don't know what it means. I don't understand. I don't understand why they would book it that way. Oh, and here comes Braun to kick it off. We're wasting no time, folks. Here is the champ. I mean, and it's crazy. The WWE acknowledged the fact that Rick is his dad. That was kind of cool. Now we know he's a Steiner. We're still calling him Breaker, but you all know he's a Steiner. They admitted it. They gave in. They let us know. Johnny, how are you? Welcome to the show, buddy. It's good to see you. Thank you for being here. And a big shout out to the fam tonight. Will, Chris, and LJ. We are all on the mend. We are still recovering from that crazy, crazy weekend. But the show goes on and we're still rolling here. I'm pretty sure there's a good chance we'll get Chris back tomorrow. The rest of the crew's healing up. I'm pretty sure we'll still see Will here tomorrow as well. And yeah, just stay tuned. We got a lot of surprises coming your way, some more content, some new ideas. And yeah, we're going to spruce this place up and keep working, keep grinding. The exciting news here at the Wrasslin for Life Network is we finally earned and achieved our own URL. I don't know if you guys know that out there. You can't just, when you get a channel, you don't just start out as whatever you want. They give you that unique code at the end of your URL where it's like, S, X, Y, Z, H, and goes on forever. But once you hit 100 subscribers, you're able to, you're able to get your own URL. So big win for the Wrasslin for Life Network, and we're pretty pumped about it. So thank you for being a part of that. Thank you for being here today. And like I said, Johnny, it's good to see you. You're welcome. My favorite match from the weekend, probably Cody. Was it the moment or was it the match? That's a good question for me. I thought it was a great match. I've seen so much wrestling this weekend. Definitely up in the top as far as matches go. I think both guys delivered. Seth ends up looking like a bit of a chump, but Cody dusted him, so to speak. Bronbreakker's cutting a promo, folks. Let me know what you think. Are you surprised that Braun won after losing? Are you surprised to give us a rematch right away? Are you surprised that Dolph is no longer the champion? A lot of people kind of liked, me included, that Dolph surprised everybody and won that belt. I thought it was kind of a cool situation, but I got a feeling, I don't know about you guys, but somebody's going to come through that curtain. Any predictions on who we might see tonight take on or become the next contender for Bronbreakker? Oh, and for the record, that's his second NXT championship already. So this boy looking to break records. Just checking in, making sure we're all good. But yeah, folks, let me know, how's your weekend? How's your weekend? I wish it was the weekend. Just checking in. Oh, now you can hear what I was doing. Yeah, let me know how. I'm gonna copyright complain myself. Let me know how your week's going. Monday, Tuesday, done. You have a good day. Keeping healthy, keeping safe, and oh my Lord, look who is here to have a little chit chat with the champion. Ladies and gentlemen, Gunther. I can't say it, not laugh. But Gunther is here. Gunther is in the house, and he's got the rest of Imperium in tow, and he's wielding a mic. So the thinner, leaner Walter Gunther, whatever, is about to let Braun know what he thinks. The crowd's cheering for Walter. Walter wants the belt. What do you think, folks? New number one contender, perhaps? Wow, you cannot call yourself the best until you step in the ring with the ring general. I can't do it the way he said it. The ring general. Bronbreakker says, let's go tonight. We're not getting that main event. Not with no build. Is that a thing? Shut up. Oh, we got company. They went to commercial. The Creed brothers were on the way to the ring. Braun and the Creed brothers. Oh, look, they did talk about putting the Creed brothers with Braun. They can have the singlet gang. Ah. And of course, we go to a pizza commercial. That's what we do. All right, I'm going to turn that down a little. We don't really need to hear Shaq singing. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, Walter has stepped up, and apparently we're going to get a match. Maybe. I don't know if they changed their mind. But at least as it stands right now, it looks like we may get Walter versus Bronbreakker tonight. Now, based on what we saw going to the commercial, we might be only getting a 6-man tag. Meh. We've seen a lot of those lately. Or trios, depending on what fan base you're cheering for. But yeah, we're on commercial, ladies and gentlemen. So I will remind you, we are the Wrasslin for Life Network. I'm KJ. Chris is trying to find his voice. LJ's not feeling too well. Will also not feeling that well today. But I'm here. We're banging it out. We're rocking along. It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. The gentleman will be back tomorrow, and we'll keep you posted on everything else we're doing. We also have some surprises up our sleeves, and I think we're going to change things up a little. So keep tuning in. Keep giving us the love. We appreciate it, but we're here all day. We don't stop. Monday, Tuesday, you know the days. I don't have to give them to y'all every day, even Jesus' birthday. Maybe not, but we'll talk about it. But yeah, we do not stop, folks. So I hope you guys are loving the coverage. I hope you guys are loving the content. And we got some shows that we want to kind of bring in, some more content to come your way. So stay tuned. And yeah, let us know what you think. Remember, this channel is the channel for fans, by fans. So let us know what you think. Let us know what you'd like to see. Is there anything we could do? And do keep in mind, we do have, I keep saying do. We have our wrestling interviews coming back very soon. So stay tuned for that. Oh, Publishers Clearinghouse. That's still a thing? Anybody? Somebody? No? Okay. What else we got going on in wrestling right now? So Bronbreakker is going to defend his belt. Cameron Grimes is the new North American champion. That's something completely unexpected. They kind of switched it up with Cameron, gave us some heartfelt vignettes and interviews, and now it's this big triumphant, I did it for my daddy story. So Cameron Grimes is your new North American champion. What does this mean for Carmelo Hayes? Is that program done? Is it going to continue? Technically, he never beat him. He won in a ladder match. Lots to be answered there. Gigi and her partner have lost the tag titles. What does that mean? I never thought Raquel and Dakota were going to win the tag titles. I thought Raquel was destined to be moving up to the main roster, not winning a belt. So little surprised about that. So yeah, I mean, a lot of change. Now, Mandy Rose did hold on to her belt. So who would be the next challenger for her title? Who's coming after Mandy Rose? Oh, and here we go. We got the Creed brothers and Imperium tag team match, and we're getting Bronbreakker and Gunther. Folks, if you got some friends out there that aren't watching NXT right now, tonight might be worth tuning into. Find out what's happening in this match. Walter, Gunther versus Bronbreakker. I'm down. I'm looking forward to it. And I might be sitting here talking to just myself, but I'm having fun doing it. So that being said, folks, we have one of the Creed brothers, because I can't tell them apart. I don't know if you guys can. And Martel battling out. He's tall and lanky. Big arm drag. I think Imperium's due for the main roster. Come on. That main roster tag team division is so weak. We could definitely use a team like Imperium. Walter would do fine on the main roster. They botch it, but they have a great opportunity not to botch it with these individuals. I'd like to see Imperium against FTR. Anybody in that mindset? Not a bad idea. Bit of a fantasy booking, but again, two teams that really take it serious, two teams that really dig in. And that being said, I'm trying to figure out how I feel about these Creed brothers, the winners of the Dusty Classic. Two big boys, obviously the NC 2A backgrounds. I mean, they're young. We only scratched the surface. What the hell? We're legitimately getting Bronbreakker and Gunther tonight. Oh, and a tag team title rematch. And if Raw was any indication, hold on to your seat, folks. Dun, 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 dun. What else can we talk about? Hey, Nick. Hey, how you doing tonight, buddy? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. I'm doing well. Tuesday's in the book. Monday Senior is over, and we're heading towards Hump Day tomorrow. And that means we're halfway to this finish line. So, Nick, it's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Right now, we got the Creed brothers taking on Imperium, and the Creed brothers are very much in control. Maybe not. Maybe not. Oh, Eichner in. Eichner. Rolled into a side headlock. Wow, that was crazy. Anyone out there got an opinion on the Creed brothers? Eichner. Is it just me or is Eichner Cesaro 2.0? Full of questions, folks. Someone's going to answer them. I think they gave Braun the win on Monday, so he had a bigger crowd. Yeah, okay. I get that. Well, fair enough. Everyone remembers he comes back down here. He holds the belt for a little bit. When they go back up, people know who he was. Not a terrible theory, Nick. Not a terrible theory. Weird booking nonetheless, but not a terrible theory. At WrestleMania, I refused to watch the women's tag match. So many cousins told me when it was over, but the NXT tag team does women are better tag teams. Yes and no. I mean, we've had some weird situations with the NXT tag team division as well lately, like EO and Stark. But yeah, I think overall you're right. I mean, I think we get better matches, better quality matches with the NXT women, Johnny. So very good point. The main roster didn't have a tag team division. We actually sat live and went through the roster. They didn't have any tag teams other than the two women holding the belts. Everyone else, it was just thrown together, kind of. There was no actual, like, we are a female tag team. We are the inspiration, or, we are, I don't know, pick somebody. But there was none of that. So it's a really interesting time. Now you're seeing the formation of a couple tag teams, but are they actually going to get some airtime and actually be used is another question altogether. I don't know. Tag team division is pretty weak. Vince seems to be high on the Creed brothers, even though he books wrestler tag teams horribly. Just look at Gable, Shelton, Haas, Heavy Machinery. Absolutely. Huge point. Terrible resume by the WWE when it comes to former wrestlers or amateur wrestlers. But here's the thing. You can see exactly why he's big on them, right? They're big boys. They have that background. I don't know. They seem athletic. I haven't got a whole lot of personality out of them yet, but I guess that's where someone like Bibbins comes in. But yeah, I got to give it time with them. I got to figure it out. But I 100% see why Vince would be big on them. And I think for Vince, it's always been he'd rather have guys like that than looking at some, than a Young Bucks as far as body type and overall size. Doesn't really care what they can do. He does like the big in stature. That's always been the case. You go back and watch the old wrestling; they were gigantic men. So times change, different opinions, but maybe he puts them with Ezekiel to keep the biblical theme. I like it. I don't even know, Nick. I don't have any idea what to tell you about Ezekiel. And I think Johnny followed it up. What do you think of Ezekiel now? There's a man I want to walk with. Who wants to walk with Ezekiel? Never, ever has someone said, "Oh, I can't wait to go for that walk with Ezekiel." No offense to any Ezekiels out there. I'm sure there's a couple of nice Zekes. But yeah, holy shit. You want to talk about that for a little bit? Like they might as well send him down to NXT 2.0. He looks so much younger and he looks so different. But I damn near fell out my chair when they said, "I'm not Elias." I was like, what the? Like, I don't know, folks. Am I wrong? Is they're just completely asinine at this point? Like we're gonna give them a different look, make them look ridiculous. We don't like body hair here at the WWE in any way, shape, or form. Ask Cameron Grimes. Ask Elias. And yeah, we'll make you baby smooth, and we'll send you out there and give you a new name. And uh, so now he's just another guy. He's just Ezekiel, the wrestler. He's not Elias, the rock star, delusional pain in the ass. He completely loses his character. He completely loses what makes him different. He's just another guy in trunks, and he looks like shit. He looks like Tony Nese's big brother. Yeah, no, it's not a good situation for me. I'm not overly thrilled about it. It's like they booked him to be an idiot. They crapped on the new gimmick the night they debuted it. There you go. And they have a bad habit of that. Oh, we're going to do this. No, we're not. We think this is a great idea. No, we didn't. I would take it back. You know, we watched it all the time. Like, look what happened to. I can see your face, and it will come back to me in 2 seconds. But we've seen it with characters where they build them up. Malachi Black is a good example. Speaking of Ezekiel, that's where we should send Ezekiel. Malachi Black, where they get, you know, they got this idea. We're going to do this. We're going to do this thing, and then they just kill it. Why is the other late Tennille Dashwood, another one. All these vignettes, build her up, build her up, build her up. Introduce her. No, that was bad. Back she goes, back on the shelf. They did it to Liv, kind of, sort of, where they build her in a whole bunch of different vignettes, and then kind of didn't do anything with it. You're like, okay, now she wears, you know, black leather instead of spandex. I don't know. I don't know what changed there. I didn't realize in the first why he came out. It took me a second. Yeah, I was really bummed out that he came out at all. But to come out during Kevin Owens, you know, I was really hoping Kevin Owens was going somewhere after his big night at Mania. Maybe he could get pushed up the card a little bit. If he gets into a program with Ezekiel, I don't know how much that's going to do for his career. I hate to say it, but I think our buddy Zeke won't be in the company very much longer. Feels like a Bearcat situation. We shaved you. We made you look completely different. And now we're going to release you because it was stupid. Even though we had a good character, we had a good wrestler, we had a good talker, and instead of utilizing that, we changed it all, ruined it, and then released you like it was your fault that you suck. They took a good mid-card guy who was decent on the mic. He could get heat, and he never had a match, and never have a match. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people were like, and I think that's the point of it. A lot of people were like, oh, Christ, we hate this Elias shit. Man, Elias got a lot of heat, and I don't care what anyone says. Those songs were funny. When he started getting that like pop, like the SCU pop of like, this is the worst town I've ever been in my life. Like, yeah, and the fans waited for it because you knew it was a shtick. You knew it was, so everybody started waiting for the punchline of like, here comes the first song, you know, line of like, you know, wherever they were, and they would just start, you know, waiting to rip on the town that he's in. And the fans started waiting for that, and they would pop and they would laugh and then they would boo. And he was ignorant enough that even when they started popping, he could get them back into that heat. I don't know why. And I think he was an upper middle card type guy. I think you could definitely have him in the upper part of your roster. You can have him aligned with somebody as well. I think he was good when he spoke. Even last night, oh shit. Wow, bad news just took the words right out of my mouth. How do you explain that? Wow, the Creed brothers just beat. Holy shit. The Creed brothers just beat Imperium flat clean, as far as I know. But Eichner walked out. Eichner just left. Eichner just quit Imperium? And Martel got a huge bloody eye. Wow. Eichner just randomly walked out. There was no previous word that they weren't getting. Oh, shit. Now, Mass Men, I think it feels MSK. Who is this? Salt and Pepper are here. The former UK champions, ladies and gentlemen, laid out the Creed brothers. Wilson. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, Pretty Deadly are here. Wilson and Prince have made an impact on NXT 2.0 tonight. What do you think about that? Pretty Deadly. Ezekiel should take the Universal title from Roman. Yeah, okay. It's like they just want to embarrass him until he asks for his release. At times you wonder, like, is that the method to the madness of like, we are going to make you hate this till you don't want to be here anymore. I don't know what it is. It is really baffling sometimes. I don't know. I don't know what the method is. I can't be that wrong. I've watched way too much wrestling to watch a guy like him and go, nah, it makes sense that they don't use him. And again, he's not supposed to be everyone's cup of tea. There are people out there that are supposed to go, oh, I hate that guy. But I don't know. Imperium going to the main roster? I don't know. They look like they're breaking up. See, this is what the WWE will do. Eichner, and they'll kind of break up and they'll send, like, they'll break the group up, send them up, like Walter separately, and give them two different guys, or they'll fuck it up. Like, excuse my language, but they'll make a mistake. They will do what they always do. They can't help it. They really can't help it. Still think they want to do, yeah, eventually. I think you kind of have to at some point. Oh, wow. I am pumped, guys. Guys, I am pumped.
Hello,
Will,
hello.
how are you, sir?
Oh, well, kind of sick, recovering from the huge weekend we had, but I couldn't leave you all alone forever, mister. So,
Oh, bro. I mean, I appreciate it. I appreciate the love. Like I said, I think we're all hurting a little bit, and people don't realize that, you guys are crazy. You're just on YouTube, but you sit on with a camera in your face for 30 plus hours. Don't do
yeah,
anything but it gets there. So yeah, no, I super appreciate you being here tonight, bro. It means a lot. That's awesome.
yeah, I kind of missed last night, and I was just like, fuck, man. I
Yeah.
want to get back into talking with the fans. So, even though I'm not fully 100% yet, figured I'd talk with you, talk to the fans, and don't worry, I'll be back tomorrow for Dynamite. But
Right.
let's enjoy today. Let's enjoy the here and now, and let's talk Wrasslin. NXT, baby.
I love it. Do you still think they want to do Walter versus Roman, Will?
Sometime down the road. Not anytime soon, I don't think, but if they do it soon, shut up and take my money.
Shut up and take my money. It's weird. I don't know if you caught it as you were coming on or whatnot, but Martel, was it Martel? No, Eichner just walked out on Imperium and
The
they
bald one,
lost.
the bald one, Zeichner.
Yeah, Eichner took a walk. So
I
Imperium's in
didn't realize.
trouble.
No.
Why are they
Huh.
breaking up Imperium? We haven't even got a lot of Imperium.
I don't know. But
Yeah,
maybe that's just so when Walter goes into the main roster, he'll be on his own, most likely.
that's what I said. That's what I thought.
So that way he doesn't have Imperium on his back and doing the whole classic heel with the faction. It's something I don't know. It's
It's dumb.
interesting. Yeah.
Well, interesting for sure. The mindset's interesting. But wouldn't you be okay with Imperium walking out and saying, hi, Bloodline?
I would be fine with it. I bet a lot of people would have been fine with it. Imperium
right?
versus Bloodline. Like, come on, man. That's like
Yeah,
a
I take
wasted opportunity right there.
right. I take Walter versus Roman. I take Imperium versus the Usos. Poor Usos.
Yeah.
People don't realize what a good team Usos are because they've been fighting garbage tag teams for so long. The Usos can go. They really can.
Yeah, we've seen it like repeatedly, and their big Mania match, a part of this big faction, is against Nakamura and Rick Boogs. Are you kidding me?
Right.
Like that
Right.
was insane. Like I couldn't believe that that actually happened. And that was like what the opening on night 2. Like that was insane.
Right. Yeah, it really was. Like whew. I tried to get into NXT, not good. It's funny because it will go through stretches where people are like, "It's the best shit ever. You can't miss it.
Yeah.
Tune in. The matches are great." And I've watched enough of it that the match, like, you get some really great matches, but then they go through lulls where it's just awful.
Yeah, like around the start of NXT UK, everyone was just like, "Oh my god, it's the best. They have the best roster. They have the best wrestling." And then like ever since COVID, it just started going down and down and down. People don't care about it anymore.
Hmm.
Like you'd literally have to be from the UK to care about NXT UK. It seems like.
Hmm. They don't. I guess because it's a North American. And I'm curious. I know we got some fans over across the sea, and I wonder how they feel about it locally. Are they as
Yeah.
into it as we? And I mean, it's interesting. Oh, sorry, I got distracted. WWE was bragging about their social media numbers. It always kind of makes me laugh.
Surpassed 1 billion video views all Mania weekend. Okay.
Uh,
Walter
Walter and Shane.
was.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, it's all good. Walter with Sheamus's group. I know it's dumb to us, but I can see them doing it just because they're European. Well, you know how much they ruined Pete Dunne. Like, watch them call Gunther Big Tom or something like that. Something very stupid. You think you think
Yeah,
you think Gunther is bad? Man,
wait to see what they do next.
yeah. Cameron Grimes.
I like Cameron Grind's theme song. Just saying.
I think this version of Cameron Grimes is way better than that obnoxious, laughing,
Yeah,
overly cheerful Cameron Grimes. This one really seems more serious and determined.
genuine as well. Like, you
Yes.
believe it.
Like that promo that he delivered on the Stand and Deliver pre-show, the one that we
Hmm.
saw, like I
Yeah,
genuinely got into him when I heard that. That was insane.
right. It was funny because we looked at each other and we're like, I think he might win.
Yeah. And then look at what happened.
Right. I wonder. Oh, they didn't show it. They
They
didn't show
didn't
Grayson snapping his arm. But I haven't read any reports. I wonder if anyone out there has anyone seen an update on our buddy Waller.
I didn't see any updates.
You deserve it. I like Cameron Grimes.
I thought he was gonna win this belt like very sooner, but I guess he got into that whole discount $1 million championship scuffle, so it took him a while.
Oh shit.
SmackDown has the weakest tag division. They really do. Like aside from wait, no, they got Nakamura and Boogs, the Viking Raiders, the New Day, and Sheamus and Rich. If you call them a team, that's
And Los
weak.
Lobos.
Oh, and Los Lotharios. Yeah, well, why?
They kind of sort of count, but not totally.
Kind of, sorta. They're mostly just there to kiss random fans' cheeks, anyways. So
Right. I mean, yeah, it's weak sauce completely across the board. Will it's not. It's that's why we get the same shit over and over and over and over and over and over.
yeah, and it annoys the absolute crap out of everybody. Like the same stuff over and over. And then they wonder why their ratings are so bad.
All right. It makes me laugh because if you watch the pattern and actually when you were counting the weeks, if you actually think about it, the Sheamus fights the same people all the time with the same people. And then the pattern has been this. They go a few weeks, and it's repeat different combinations of matches like a Rubik's cube, but they keep, and then one of them gets hurt. Like
Oh,
Ridge gets his face stepped on, so Ridge is out. We got to bring someone else in, and then you go on the other side, and who was it that got hurt first? And then they had Ricochet in there. Then they took Ricochet out so he could win the belt. So they just keep supplanting people. Now they got Butch involved. By the way, they have ruined. Ladies and gentlemen, if you were ever a fan of Pete Dunne, he has been officially ruined like bread left out on the counter. He is done. He is toast. He is over.
yeah. And then look at what happened with Elias last night.
There's another guy who's fucked. Like he's
Yeah,
ruined.
nah. Ezekiel. Like, what the hell?
I'm not Elias. I'm Ezekiel. I
I'm
quit.
his younger brother.
I almost left the stream last night. Screw this shit.
It's
And pick something else to be a fan of.
really
so
getting to one of
depressing.
those days. Yeah.
Well, it's because it's funny. Like so, and then here's the funniest part. Will we spent months wondering about our buddy Veer Mahan. Where's Veer? Where's Veer? Where's Veer?
Yeah.
You would do a segment where you bring back Elias, completely different human being, and drop that bomb on us. The whole crowd's kind of like, holy shit, what just happened? And then Veer comes out the next segment. Everyone's like, did you see Elias? Like,
Yeah.
it was a weird field. Like, nobody, like, the Veer thing was so lackluster.
Yeah, no, it was just there to beat the crap out of the Usos, and then it's like, next, we got an impromptu NXT Championship match later on. Next.
Yeah.
Oh,
But I don't even know, like, with all the hype around Veer, is him coming out and picking on Dominic and Ray really the best thing he could have done?
Right now, maybe. I mean, I don't know who else he would have feuded with. Well,
I
right
thought he
now
might
we
go
have,
after someone bigger.
yeah, maybe like an Omos or something.
Well, Omos has his own news, right? Bobby
Yeah.
Lashley gets turned on. Ooh.
MVP. Yeah, that was insane.
Mm-hmm. Does that, to me, that made Omos legitimately interesting.
Yeah. Now he has his own
might win.
mouthpiece. Yeah. Now we're getting Solo Sikoa in here.
There we go. We got a babyface challenge.
Face versus face. Okay, I'm down.
I think this would be a good match.
Yeah, I think it would be very back and forth. I wouldn't care who wins this if this ends up being one-on-one.
Mm-hmm.
I think both men would really benefit.
Yeah, absolutely. NXT is better than NXT UK. I'd agree.
Yeah. In terms of like entertainment and interest, I can definitely agree with that take.
For sure. There we go.
And speaking of
Cameron.
Yeah. And speaking of takes, ladies and gentlemen, every Saturday, the Let's Rumble podcast, where us two will go and talk about the biggest hot topics, the trending news of the week, reviews, everything. And especially after that huge weekend, man, it's going to be jam packed.
Lots to talk about.
Yeah, oh my, especially that weird ass Raw we got. But yeah, so every Saturday, and it will also be on Spotify, Apple Music as well. So if you got any podcast apps, it'll most likely be there.
That's right. We're gonna get the first episode up eventually when we get a free moment to breathe. But yeah, we got more to come, and we're looking forward to it, folks. We're gonna have a lot of fun. Yeah, well, it's gonna be a good time.
Yeah, and I can't wait. The first episode came off as a huge success, and can't wait for the second one.
There we go.
And now
Casey and Harlan.
Next. I don't like these guys.
Hey, bud, they're in the other locker room.
Hey, look, it's like a high school locker room. Hey, buddy, how's it going?
Yeah, and they're wearing their gym tops, and it's just ridiculous.
Yeah, it's like you just finished going to the gym, and it's just like, you looking at me the wrong way, boy. I'm gonna kick
Yeah,
your
right.
ass. Huh.
What do you think of the NXT overall theme song? The Wale.
Uh, not the best. I
Yes, it is.
prefer that. I prefer the Raw one better, the NF one. And I'm not a
Yeah.
big fan of NF, but that's a decent
No,
track.
I like enough.
Yeah.
Wonder what outdated name Ciampa will get, especially if they put him with Edge. Is that the rumor? Are we going to do Ciampa and Edge?
I hope not,
Nick's
but I
got a
wouldn't be
wicked
surprised.
suggestion. Morbius.
Yeah, that new film Morbius. I've heard that there were like bad reviews about it.
That doesn't surprise me.
It wouldn't surprise me either, especially with Jared Leto on it. But if they call him Morbius, a lot of people would be pissed. Just call him Champa, man. What's wrong with Champa?
Yeah, sorry, I'm distracted. For the third time, they're giving us this stupid cowboy off.
Oh, this pissed me off when I saw this for the first time.
It's the third time we've seen it. What the hell?
That's a rigged vote. I like if you're really trying for the horny part of NXT. I think more people would vote for Dusha. There's no way it was that big of a one-sided affair. That's
Well, nobody
fake
really.
news.
Fake news. Yeah, speaking of fake news. Anyway, um, yeah, they're gonna call him something like Franklin.
Oh my god.
Franklin.
You're gonna give them ideas.
Franklin the
Waller
Forgiver.
Waller posted on Twitter leg day every day now and a picture at the gym yesterday. He must be injured, but no diagnosis yet.
Oh, there you go. Leg day every
Okay.
day right now. Yeah, he did snap his arm off pretty good in that ladder.
Yeah, that didn't look too good. He went to the
No,
Ray Phoenix school of breaking his arm.
he has a Ray Phoenix school of taking a bump.
Pretty much.
Waller posted on. Oh, okay. That's what you read. I thought you were reading your phone. I was like, I didn't read
Yeah,
the
no,
comment
no,
at
no.
all. Sorry, Nick. I was paying attention. Chris agrees with me. Here comes Franklin.
Here comes Franklin.
CJ, welcome back, buddy. Let us know, how was your adventures in Dallas? How did it go? What was it like when that Cody Rhodes pop? I know you checked in a little bit while you were there, which we truly appreciate, sir. But yeah, I'm curious. What was that building like when Cody came out? Austin fighting in the brawl. I mean, fighting in the brawl, fighting a match and having a brawl.
Yeah.
Yeah, crazy. A lot of people said they were disappointed with night 2. Was it just night 1 was so ridiculous?
I think just people just got over night 1 and like all the festivities about it. So it was just like, and besides, night 2 was kind of like a huge clusterfuck anyway, with Vince having a match and then Austin then stunning Vince and then
Yeah,
the weird finisher spam main event,
yeah,
I think
right.
people just got over it. Rumor is Ciampa and Rhea with Edge and Priest. Although, if it were me, I'd do Rhea and Liv and give them the belts. It would help get the belts over, and they're the spooky goth chicks.
It's not a bad point. I mean,
Yeah,
yeah. See, us
I
fans
just
got
don't. I just don't think they'd have the balls to make Liv a heel, especially with how much fans she's getting now.
yeah.
I don't think they
I
mind
don't
for
know. It
Rhea.
legitimizes her pretty quick, though.
Yeah, I guess it just depends on how you do it. I guess, but Ciampa, I mean, it depends again. Really, with any of them, it sort of depends. I mean, Priest is kind of okay with him and Edge. I mean, I
I
think it
like
would
it.
be pretty decent. Yeah,
I like it. Ciampa, I don't know. Ciampa just feels like such a loner, right? He's psycho
yeah,
killer. Like, unless again he's gonna be Franklin, the friendship guy. I mean, it's a different take.
man. Franklin, the friendship guy.
There you go.
My guy in the locker room. Are you debuting on NXT tonight? Maybe. I might.
Maybe.
I might be Gunther's next squash match.
I hate to say it, Will, but I'd pay to see that.
Okay. Hey, at least I get a sweet paycheck though. So
You right? And it's a good story. Like,
yeah.
See this indent in my body? Walter did it.
It was something to tell your grandkids. You want to
Right?
know how I got these scars?
Yeah, exactly. The building was super lit. Cody Mania for sure. I have a video if you guys want to show. Perfect.
Yes.
Yeah, always, man.
100%.
Night one main show was no doubt. Night two was a SmackDown card. Honestly, no pops besides the Triple H and Austin. Honestly, we were all singing the for McAfee. Yeah,
Oh, was that the Seven Nation Army chants?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't have the throat not to botch that right now.
Yeah, I'm not going to botch that, especially a great song like Seven Nation Army.
Do.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. WrestleMania headlined by guys like Vince Austin, AEW's Cody, Knoxville, McAfee, Paul, and Brock. Way to develop new stars, WWE. Facts. And then all the younger stars you got, you put them in an Andre Battle Royal, and you want to know who wins? The worst of the pack. Madcap.
Oh, this girl's cringy.
Oh, that's the
Tiffany.
Yeah, it's Tiffany, the little rich girl.
Daddy's girl.
I didn't want to say daddy's girl. It makes me cringe every single time I hear that. I didn't want to say it. Makes me cringe. Like, who thought of that?
I can't handle her talk. She reminds me of a young Carmella, and it's upsetting on a lot of levels.
Oh, that cringe segment with Carmella and Cody, it's just like,
Oh, that was rough.
Again, I say this repeatedly. It's just like, oh, okay, where did this come from?
Dexter's gonna have a match.
Huh. When was the last time we really saw Dexter have a match?
I think he's had one since he's been married. Maybe somebody else out there can correct me, but I think he's had one match, maybe two, since he's been married. He's made a couple cameos, but I think it's only been one match.
Yeah, and he's had a few like cringe segments and just like backstage things. So is he gonna face one half of the douche team?
Yeah, he's gonna take on the do of the douche.
Oh, for God's sakes! Enough makeouts in wrestling, guys.
Yeah.
I've had enough.
I love it.
Away, man. Next topic on Let's Rumble. Quit with the makeouts.
Right? That I'm down. We gotta have that talk.
Yeah. Like it was even on.
You know
It was even on GCW, for God's sake. I'm sorry, the voice has been fucked. Every show.
There's a big kissing trend in wrestling right now.
NXT, SmackDown, WrestleMania, like go away.
Tiffany equals Steph Angle. Vince always wanted. Oh, probably.
No. I had like a DVD box set of all the best SmackDown moments, and then it showed when Steph was asleep on the couch and Angle just kissing her, making out with her. It's just like,
right?
Yeah. I don't want to see that. I have a few clips from WrestleMania Access too. It was kind of nice, honestly. I got to see Drew McIntyre up close. McIntyre.
That's amazing, CJ.
That's a nice pun.
Hey, Ronnie, good to see ya.
What's good? What's good in the Ronnie hood? Did Seth turn face last night?
Yeah.
I think it was more like a sign of respect more than a face turn. It's just like, hey, welcome home, buddy. You know, like when you see your high school bully in a high school reunion, and you're just like, hey, buddy, how are you? I think it was more like that.
But even like beyond that, like he's got a sing along. And I said the WWE doesn't have enough sing-alongs, and now he has a wicked sing-along, and the fans love it.
Yeah, like that was loud with that whole sing-along.
Yeah. Like us fans are simple. You give us something to sing along with, like you just said. we were all singing, Seven Nation Army the whole time, right? Like,
Yeah.
we're simple folk. We like a good old camaraderie when it comes to our wrestling. So Seth felt very baby faced, still too stupid, still too laughy, a little too cringy, but overall, yeah, you got a point.
Mm-hmm. Horny mania running
That's all
wild,
for you, buddy.
brother. Yeah, no, that just goes to show that they think their viewership is a bunch of 12-year-olds. People just be like, "Ooh, hot female, make out, let's go." That's what I don't. I don't have the mental capacity to think about the cringe that we need
Johnny
more
doesn't
makeup.
agree.
No, we've had enough, man. Like, go and look up. We've even had a ton of makeouts. Like, remember when AJ Lee was still around? We had makeouts like
Uh-huh.
every week. We're getting around there now, right?
Right?
Why don't you just look at old makeout compilations instead of having it every single week? Now, instead of, oh, I wonder who's gonna win this match, it's gonna be like, oh, I wonder who gets to make out this week.
Right. Yeah, no, that's making me laugh, bro. Listen, I'm all for a little romance. I'm all for a little bit of, the love on things. I mean, I made fun of Reggie and Dana because it looked like they had never done it before. It was awkward and horrible and cheesy. And again, that's I think the problem with a lot of this is everyone's just running around kissing everybody. I'm like, all right, well, I mean, you go back, we had Edge literally in bed with Lita in the ring, so I can't say too much. But yeah, it just feels like it's a thing right now. Like everyone cheers when we kiss, so everyone kiss somebody,
Yeah,
even if it's Suzuki and Effie, just kiss. Which who saw that coming?
yeah. Oh, and speaking of, there's still a match going on right now. That
Did you
shows
hear
how
what
much
the fans
everybody
are chanting?
cares. What?
Sexy Dexy.
What? No.
Oh my god, Dexter was a serial killer. Now he's Sexy Dexy.
No, he was like a man who could literally summon zombies, and now my man's out here with a wife and a big happy family.
I'm just trying. All right. So yeah, we need. Oh, I'm screwing up buttons.
Uh-oh.
I want to see that video. Cody isn't a heel, so Seth is still. Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
thing. Cody's definitely a babyface, or at least he ran that flag right up the pole.
Yeah, especially with that good ass promo. What is that? A double
We've
count
ended up
out?
in an orgy, buddy.
What the hell? Yeah, and then immediately after that, hey, here's the women's tag team champions.
Dakota's still nuts.
Yeah, you need that one mentally stable chick and then the one crazy chick. I guess. Cody isn't a heel, so Seth is still. Yeah, pretty much to your point. Cody's pretty much a babyface at this point.
Yes.
Yeah. Seth is a heel.
Seth is always a heel. Like, just naturally, it's funny. Like, but he was getting some cheers and pops. It was a weird moment. To Ronnie's point, I think it's not that we all assume that he's a heel. It's just why is he acting like a baby face? Why is he having so much fun? He's the happiest heel ever. But they're all the bad guys are happy, right, Corbin?
Oh my god. Yeah, he's literally named Happy.
Shit. Cody actually had a funny joke at the press conference when they were asking about stuff. I don't know if he caught it, but he said, damn, like Corbin's been like the punchline was Corbin had been through a lot. He was all types of emotions, angry Corbin, sad Corbin. Now he's happy. Like it made me laugh. Look, there you go. CJ still singing along.
Yeah. I got a huge thing on SmackDown about Roman. Would you guys like to know? Where's your source, man? And no, I'd rather be surprised.
Well, we're hitting a commercial. I'm just going to grab a drink real quick. And
Okay.
Then, you good to carry the ball? You got him. Go get him.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. So I am here to entertain you guys now. So, ladies and gentlemen, I will just read a few of the comments since we are on commercial. Everybody swapping spit. Did we just get through a pandemic? Actually, the pandemic's still going on. Actually, earlier today, I thought I had COVID, but I tested negative. So, leave some dubs in the chat for me. But it's all good, man. Yeah, I just don't understand why everybody needs to make out now. It's just like, hey, Carmela, you and Corey have a reality TV show, right? Kiss, right? Hey, we need some more makeouts. Let's have Tamina and Akira Tozawa um, get married, and then we'll have Reggie and Dana do the same, which is insane, right? So, yeah, no. And much to CJ's point, Tamina and Akira kissing is uncomfortable. Hey, buddy.
What is going on, Will? How are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing good. How about you, bud?
I'm doing better. The voice is back partially, not fully yet, but it's not sore anymore at least. I might sound a little funny, but
Yeah, I
I figured
mean,
I'd pop in for the last hour or so.
yeah, you and me both. Like my my voice is kind of all right, but it is what it is, man. That's what happens.
Sorry, I just seen the next comment.
Tamina and Akira
Wow.
kissing was so
I didn't
uncomfortable.
see that coming.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
that's like another.
but it's
That
funny.
was what you were talking
I seen
about.
that. That's what completely made me laugh, and I'm sorry, Johnny.
Uh,
Yeah,
yeah,
sure, why not? um,
because we never have enough makeouts in the wrestling community. I guess it's just
oh no,
you're
bringing
gonna
it to
hop
the
on the
Wrasslin
trend.
for Life Network.
And
Yeah.
yeah, to that point, I mean, it seems like they just want to go the whole classic unlikely couple angle that you'll see in like a shitty rom-com that your
Mm.
wife will make you watch. And I don't want to see it.
I just, to KJ's point earlier, like you see in the past where like Lita had a sex show with Edge on in the ring,
Yeah.
and maybe I'm wrong. Like there was other like maybe other little like, but there wasn't this much, and it just seems to be everywhere right now, and yeah, it's a little crazy, but I don't know. It's KJ's point. Is romance a bad thing? I guess sometimes.
It depends on how you execute it. I mean, let's just be glad that there's no bed segments as much as some people would probably love to see it. Just a good thing we're not on that level yet.
Yeah, you never know. You never know.
I will literally shut
They
off
seem
my
to be.
stream and be like, "Screw you, man! I quit." Like, come on,
I'm
man.
going home.
Screw you guys. I'm going home. Pretty much like
Well, see
that.
what was so good. Yeah, right. But like, see what was so good about when Edge and Lita did it. One was it never been done before.
Yeah.
Two, it was Edge and Lita, like two huge stars. Nobody really cares about like if Dane and Reggie got in the ring, most people probably go to the washroom. Or same with
Yeah.
Akawa.
Akira Tozawa
You know,
and Tamina. There you go.
yeah, there you go. Kira Tozawa and Tamina. You probably wouldn't care
Yeah.
like one bit.
I saw someone on TikTok today burn Cody's T-shirt because he went back to WWE. I love him in WWE. I don't know what people's problem, and I comment on his TikTok video saying you did not need to do that. Well, some people were probably like thinking, "Oh my God, Cody's a hypocrite. He talks so much shit about WWE, and now, oh, I hate group chats." Anyways, yeah. So a lot of people were like, "Oh my God, he's a hypocrite and everything like that because he talks so much shit." But I said this for weeks now. Business comes first. Money comes first. Creative control always first. Oh, I'm gonna interrupt here because it seems like we're getting Imperium having a little bit of a scuffle backstage. Gunther and Barthel.
Gunther is so slim now.
I know, like when we watched Stand and Deliver, I was like, holy,
Mm-hmm.
holy man, like that was insane. So yeah, Imperium's in shambles right now. Oh, W, because your boy don't have COVID. So thank you, Nick, for the dub.
that is that is great news. Back to the whole burn. I've seen videos of people burn Leaf jerseys, like like famous people's jerseys, and like all over sports. I'm not surprised. I'm surprised there hasn't been more of it. I'm in the same boat as you, Johnny. I've been saying it for a while, as long as like since he's gotten released, and we've been trying to predict like where he was going to end up. I said his style, and it just makes sense for him to go back to WWE, and I think he fits there better than AEW. Like he
Yes,
kind of said in one of his interviews, he didn't want to be like what was the word he used?
an executive.
Oh, well, that because then he gets blamed for everything. But he didn't want to be that the guy you first meet when you get to AEW, and then you move on, and he's just stuck there because he locked himself out of the title picture and everything. I
Yeah,
think it's
true.
better. He'll be better in
Oh, gateway,
WWE,
because all the new
a
people
gateway
who was
wrestler.
all the new people that were
Yeah.
in AEW, he was facing like Andrade, Malachi, um, Sammy Guevara, like MJF, all these new people in AEW. Like, guess what their first feud was? Cody Rhodes. Like it was. So yeah, I can kind of understand that.
Hmm.
And even then, like he has more. Well, he doesn't have more creative freedom, but he can be able to roam and do everything without being blamed so much. And yeah, he does fit in WWE a bit better. So that way, he could be a full-on babyface instead of an in-betweener between face and heel and everything like that. And that way, he's not complaining all the damn time. But you never know. All
Well,
this. Oh
yeah, sorry,
no,
go
go
on.
ahead. No, I was
I was
gonna
gonna
read
say,
the next comment.
like you said, where you are. Oh, he was just kind of stuck in a weird position, right? And
Yeah.
his interview, I think, one of the accesses was really good. If you haven't heard it, I'd go listen to it because he kind of explains a little more that I don't want to missay like exactly what he said, but it was pretty much he was in a weird position. And I think we both agreed there that yeah, I think I'm excited for what he's about to do in WWE.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like we said multiple times, don't put him immediately in the title picture. Like maybe put him in the Money in the Bank ladder match, have him win the Money in the Bank, and then like have him have some more feuds over time, and then have him successfully cash in. Boom. That's how you can easily do
One white out, one
No,
white
I
in.
agree. Yeah,
it.
it's the way it goes sometimes.
All the sexy wrestling feels like
Um.
2022's version of the Diva era. All that's missing is Tori Wilson's dad.
Oh.
That's who Daddy is, maybe.
Oh no.
Tiffany's gonna have it like a Corey Wilson's dad type character.
Yeah, and then the
Well, that'd
dad's
be
gonna get died because he fell in love late in life. Do people not get you don't get? Do people not get you don't get your money back if you burn their merch just because your feelings got hurt? Facts.
Facts.
yeah. Like you already spent the money. The money's already gone to that guy, that wrestler, that athlete, that company.
They still
You're
win.
just gonna go buy another shirt. Maybe not of the same guy, yeah, but in the end, it's a win-win for everybody around, besides yourself. You now
Yeah,
don't have a T-shirt.
they still get the money. Hey,
He-
thanks for buying our shirt just to burn it. We still get the money.
Absolutely. And here's the thing about it. To me, when you buy something like that, it's a screenshot of that moment, right? Like you get a band shirt, it says,
Mhm.
tour, 2012, right? Like
Yes.
it captures that moment. Yeah, that band might have sucked ever since you saw them live, but in that time, you went and rocked out that night. Like, and that's the way it is with any of the, short of them committing a horrible crime or an offense. You were still, for me, Cody leaving doesn't mean I burned my Cody shirt. I mean, it's still a memory for that moment when he was there. This is what I liked. I might not like him now, but it's just dumb. It's dumb.
Yeah. All
But
right.
people are emotional.
So All right, so it is the beginning of the second hour, so I will
Yes.
let the double whites go on. KJ, I'm glad that I was able to hop on with you, so that way you
Spot
didn't
on.
feel alone. Yeah, and Chris, I'm glad your voice is not completely screwed now.
Yeah,
Yeah, so I will see y'all tomorrow.
that's
Thank
it.
you for helping us surpass 100 subscribers. If I didn't say it already, yes, I have, but I will say it again. And yeah, have a good night, guys.
Will, pleasant surprise, man. You're
Have
a
a good
rock
night,
star.
Will.
Take it easy,
Yeah,
buddy.
you too.
Nice. Well, down to us.
What's
How's
up,
that throat
brother? I'll rest it on the weekend.
feel? Right?
I'm all right for now. At least there's some kind of sound coming out now, opposed to like Sunday night,
There.
Monday morning, where it turned into air. Like even when I went to say like good night to you, like at the end of the night, I couldn't even like get a little bit of heat. Like it was bad,
Yeah, I
but
don't think people
it was
realize.
fun.
I don't think people realize the actual impact of talking that much, that long. I mean, I know I'm pretty sure I sound a little better than you do at this point, but I mean, I've kind of been a little more used to being long winded and being on here. So,
Mhm.
and I've done, I did a 12-hour marathon, and it takes a whole chunk out of you to do as much wrestling coverage. I didn't think it physically would be that crazy. But yeah, I mean, way to break you in. And yeah. Hey, Chris, I know you're kind of new, but how would you like to be on, all the goddamn time? So, no, it's good. I'm glad you're feeling a little bit better. And yeah, man, we're rolling along. So, halfway through NXT tonight, Chris.
Yeah, how was the first hour? I was driving home there, so I kind of missed a little bit of it.
Well,
Um,
some crazy developments to start off the show. Um,
okay.
Eichner walks out on Imperium, and they lose to the Creed brothers.
Wait, Imperium broke up.
Well, they're at least a man down. Eichner getting released, or what are they doing? They just got there. We barely got Imperium in
We've been
NXT.
we've been saying we want them to go up. Like it's time to move. Like they're good enough to go up. Like and you're gonna break them up.
I was literally saying it
Oh
while they were having their match. I was like, I would like to see an Imperium FTR match. Just two teams that
yeah,
are super serious, dig it in, throw it in the right spots, but safely. I think they'd be wicked matchup. However, as I'm bragging about this team, the guy walks out, and I'm like, "Fuck, I can't talk about anything on this show."
damn, I'm wrong.
Now, they
That is
also
craziness. Why would they do that?
because here's my theory: they're planning to move Walter up, but they always blow
So
up a
screw.
faction. They can't bring a faction up
Shit.
if
Yeah,
earthquake.
I got excited. I hit my cord. A
But
little
yeah,
bit.
they can't. They bring up an entire faction. They release them. They keep one or two. Look at Insanity. They had one night. They did the whole cool intro one night, and then never saw them again.
They did the vignettes. There was
Oh, right. So that's what I think they're doing. Or
that's
Walter's going to move up and get different people. But I mean, why can't Walter, Eichner, and Martel walk on to SmackDown and say, "Hi, we're Imperium. Are you the Bloodline? I hear you're pretty good." Right? Why can't that happen just as is? Not fucking around, not changing anything, not touching anything. Why can't it just happen?
that's upsetting. That's insanity. Like why would they? I don't.
This is
That's crazy. Like that makes no sense because everybody, like even everywhere, like is there's time for them to go up. It's time for them to go up,
I'll
and
get
you're
back to
gonna
it. Yeah. No, I'll get back to Nick's question. I want to stay on this
what?
point for a second while we're on commercial, folks. But do keep in mind, we are the Wrestling for
Wow.
Life Network. We are here 7 days a week. We do not
Yeah.
stop. And you never know who you're going to get. It might be me and Chris. It might be me and LJ. It could be Chris and LJ. It could be Chris and Will. And the best part of that is you're always getting different opinions, and we're looking to add to that We're looking to expand our fam, and we're going to keep bringing you this content. We're going to keep bringing you more stuff. But yeah, Chris, to your point, there's so many. They don't like bringing up factions, and I know I don't want to steal it. So CJ throws out a hit row, perfect example. So I think that's what it is maybe they are transitioning Walter up the way, but they will dick up his faction right before you do. And we haven't got. Am I wrong? We haven't got a whole lot of Imperium as a unit in NXT.
No. Well, because Walter wouldn't come, like he wouldn't come over at first, and like I feel like he hasn't been there long. I think we've seen the tag team maybe a little more than him, but not like a whole lot. And they're so good. They're like one of your pure tag teams that you don't have to mash together. They've been together. Like you said, FT. Like, why would you split that up?
Okay, so I'm becoming a huge fan of Dakota Kai, by the way. I'll get back to that. I want to get to Nick's comment. No, I like Dakota Kai. But when she was doing this stupid gimmick with Wendy Chu, it was all dumb. Now it's like Raquel's got a crazy best friend and doesn't know what to do with her, but she's actually good. Coup de grace.
I've thought, like, in the ring, she can go. I've never had a problem with her in the ring. Team Kick was a little Bayley-esque, just kind of like fluffy, good heel, whatever, good baby face. I didn't mind her going crazy, though. I dug it until, like you said, that kind of the Wendy Cho thing was a little off the radar, like out there. This is way better.
I'm shocked because I think Raquel's going up or should go up. I've been saying it since Rumble. So nobody listens to me, Chris.
Well, they just won the belts, and I don't think they're going to lose them right now.
No, not yet. But they got a rematch tonight, so who knows? This comment here, I want to touch on this real quick. The funny part of the goes to Al Wilson, but Nikki Bella couldn't wait to hear the Vader Hall of Fame speech. Have you caught this, Chris? Did you catch this?
No,
so Nikki
but I have a feeling I know where you're going.
Yeah. So Nikki Bella was going on about how she loves wrestlers from that era, and it's great that they're being honored or acknowledged, and it's wonderful, and she can't wait to hear the stories and that. She couldn't wait to rub elbows and listen to Vader at the Hall of Fame. This falls into the say less category. Just say less. Just be like, oh, it's wonderful. Don't try and be smart, because we know you're probably not. And actually, we've seen enough of you to know that sometimes you're not. Even though you're filthy rich. It's a rough one, right?
See, I gotta get my Twitter back going, because I bet you there was some reaction to that.
Oh no, there was plenty of that.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. It happens. She's not the first. She's not going to be the last. But I'm not surprised.
The fans are loving this match. Yeah, well, we'll get back to that. But the fans are digging this match. We're getting a "This is awesome" chant. Lots of action, Chris. Wow, GG with a cutter.
Well, this might be better than the Stand and Deliver match.
Yeah, so far it might son of a bitch. They're ruining it. Yeah, Mandy!
Are they getting more time?
There cannot be a beef between Chu and Mandy. There can't be. It might make me avoid doing any more NXT 2.0, but I will delegate NXT 2.0 to you and Ali. I swear to God, I'm not. If Wendy Chu is getting a title shot, I quit. And they're going to lose.
Are they getting the... So maybe they're going up. But what was the point in that?
Same thing with Dolph.
What do you mean?
Well, Dolph lost his belt last night.
What do you mean?
Dolph lost the belt last night, and Bronbreakker's fighting Walter tonight. Welcome back.
No, I missed some of Raw. I tried to catch up.
That's allowed. That's allowed, bro.
So I was in bed pretty early last night.
Yeah, I imagine you did.
Wait,
no, let me catch
what?
You up real quick.
I'm willing to hurt my voice for that. What? Why?
Bronbreakker
It was going good.
lost to Dolph, or beat Dolph on Raw, and then Walter came out tonight because Braun opened the show and challenged Braun. Then Eichner walked out. Then the Creed brothers beat Martel, as you would imagine. Dude, his eye was bleeding, and I don't think it was, you know how they frown on. He got caught with something. There was like that perfect circle around his eye of blood.
Oh.
He got popped in the eyeball pretty good. And his partner walked out on him.
Face.
And right after that, he gets smashed by a tag team that looks like Salt and Pepper, which is Pretty Deadly from NXT UK.
Okay.
So now you're caught up on most of the shit that happened. A lot took place.
Ziggler. I thought Braun was going up, so he's not, and then Ziggler goes back to doing not much on the main show.
Right? Hell, it could be.
Hey, I'd like to see.
I'm in.
I'd like to see that.
Let's do it. Absolutely. I'm perfectly down with that. Was it weird seeing how much weight Walter lost before his match at Stand and Deliver? I don't know. Weird's the right word. No. He just looks odd. You know when you get used to seeing somebody a certain way and then they lose weight or gain weight and you're like, wait, you look. No matter what they do, they just don't look them.
Jonah Hill.
Yeah,
would be good. I think a good example. He just looks like you look at him like kind of you kind of turn your head. Oh, okay. But yeah, he just looked a little funny, but
yeah,
right. But hey, good for him. He's clearly working out and he's getting in better shape.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Yeah. Well, that goes without saying, Johnny. Well, she's made a few. She's like the Jessica Simpson of wrestling.
Oh,
kinda.
Is that chicken? Is that chicken?
It's chicken of the sea. KJ, question: do Io and Kaylee Ray still have their Dusty Rhodes Women Tag Team Classic trophy, or did they use it at Stand and Deliver? Use it? Oh, like cash it in? No, because they ended up in the title match. So that's a good question.
Yeah.
Apparently, the reward was a title shot, a singles title shot for people who want to tournament. This is how insane you are. You have two women win a tag team tournament, and you're like, we hate tag teams. So why don't we split you guys up, and you guys can go fight over that belt?
What a mess. What the hell is going on? What have I missed in, like, not even a, like, full episode? I did at one point. It probably still is active. I just don't go on my personal one. But we do. KJ, you can say it because off the top of my head, I can't remember.
For what?
Twitter handle? Twitter.
Oh, our Twitter handle is just Wrestling for Life Network. So, yeah, go to Twitter. It's easy to find. Yeah, no, absolutely. Join us. Check us out. My handle on Instagram as well is it's Wrestling Fan for Life. So just add the word in fan and you're good to go. And yeah, check us out. I'm pretty sure if you searched us or our hashtag, we'd pop up. I hope at this point. What else we got going on, Chris? We're back in the commercial, so we will remind the folks we are back for AEW Dynamite. Chris, am I wrong to think that AEW Dynamite is going to be a big show tomorrow just because of everything that's going on? And I really think there's going to be a Cody response.
Here comes Bray.
Shit, man! If anything would make it work. No, I mean realistically, in my head, the only way to kind of get back at them for Cody is send in Shane. Let's go.
Oh, no way. I don't ever see Shane doing that.
No, I just
you're not gonna that would be hilarious, and what a moment that place would go. That might be the biggest pop ever. Like that would be crazy.
Yeah, you'd have to
Like,
you'd have to pay the money to get the theme song. You'd have to pay for it. It's not the same
yeah,
without
like,
hearing.
because
You need that pop. Here comes the money.
yeah, because if he doesn't, then you don't know who it is at first, right? But if you hear "Here Comes the Money,"
But back to the point.
that'd be insane. No, tomorrow, yeah, no, I expect them to do something big. It's AEW, and I'm guessing, especially with some of the things Cody's maybe said. No, he hasn't said anything too bad. I don't think. Maybe I've missed something. I don't know.
He got his own show. This is why our voices don't get better.
I'm sure. Like, I know this guy's turned his life. Like, he never, I don't think, really did anything wrong. I don't remember that from the documentary. And it was mainly his father. But I'm shocked that they are
associating
using this guy. Yeah,
Buzz, buddy, Buzz. Now I got to watch this documentary.
like his dad, the Danbury Trashers. His dad was a gangster who bought him a hockey organization.
I wish my dad was a gangster, bought me.
But it ended up, right? But he was still in high school. Was it Brent Gretzky? Like Wayne Gretzky's brother was there, or was it Lindros's brother? I think it was Gretzky's brother.
They're both Bretts.
Oh, it was crazy, but it turned into a circus. Actually, yeah, maybe.
So Tony is
here. It
here.
just turned into a circus.
Yeah, no, I heard you.
Go ahead.
Tony's here, but he's got his own little gimmick going on now. We got the poster, we got the stuff. Samoa Joe versus Max Caster via the Playboy Beanie Will letting us know. Just checked in with the fam over here, and Samoa Joe Max Caster tomorrow night. Samoa Joe is officially in the Owen Hart tournament because he is going to win this match. No doubt.
That's amazing. That's going to be fun to see. Joe's going to kill you.
I'm pumped, ladies and gentlemen.
I can't wait. And then I don't know if it's not Bray, because I don't know if it's going to be that, but maybe Cesaro but you know, Tony, like, as I was saying earlier, and like some of the stuff Cody's maybe said, like some of the wrestlers, maybe the Young Bucks and Omega, like I don't think I'm not going to say they're mad, but like they probably didn't like it. So I'm guessing there might be some like innuendo towards Cody or they might not say Cody's name, but just make kind of comments or do stuff that like, you know what they're hinting at. And then maybe you see a debut or two.
Yeah, I think he's going to give us a debut. Cesaro's a possibility. I'm still hoping that Cesaro joins William Regal. I don't know if anyone else feels the way I feel about that. But who else am I looking at? I'm just pumped to see Joe back. They don't have to do anything else. Just give me a good Joe match. I want to see if Joe, like, we're assuming Joe can go.
Oh, yeah. I'm guessing he's not going back to be on commentary.
Hey, that's not a terrible idea, man.
Commentary.
I'm not saying like event like right now, but if they could keep him around, if he is close to done wrestling and get him on commentary, he'd be excellent. And when he's at that point, I think he's great. I think he's amazing, amazing wrestling mind. Period. So he helps. Yes, Anthony, look at this guy. Patience is a virtue.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Out of the three,
I kind of agree.
Well, let me read it first before you agree. Jesus.
No, with your comment. With what you said about Joe.
Right?
I was
Okay.
trying to sneak it in there before you started.
MSK, the new champs are here. Out of all three of them, I can see Shane being the one going to AEW Pictures. Apparently, Vince doesn't want to hand over the company to Shane. That's why he left in the first place. I find it hard to believe. Unless Shane is looking at his bank account going, all right, I'm going to be okay, then it would have to be something like that. But I mean, it would blow my mind. I'm all for it. Like I said, the whole time with Cody, I didn't believe it. I didn't want to believe it. I didn't want to believe it. I treated it like kayfabe, and then I popped because it was cool. Shane again, I would never believe it. You could show me him holding hands with Tony in Gorilla, and I wouldn't believe it until he walks through. And I would love it though. I think the building would explode.
I'm with you on that. Like until that one happens, I won't believe it. That's just a little too hard to believe. Like that's oh wait, he's wearing a sling.
Well, he apparently it's undiagnosed to exactly what is wrong, but yeah, he's definitely hurt. Like we all saw that happen. It was pretty atrocious.
Was there any reports? Let's finish this for a second. Yeah, Shane. I don't. There's the will. There's a whole bunch of stuff that like he'd be walking away from, and I don't know. That'd be crazy.
Wouldn't it be though?
In a good
Wouldn't
way.
it be a hilarious too?
In a good way.
I was trying to preempt that and it just jumped the minute I loaded it. So I hope he's kicking around. But my buddy, our buddy, fan of the show, CJ, he sent me over a video of the Cody Rhodes moment. So I'm just going to flip him a message.
Oh, that is so cool.
I'm sending him a message, letting him know he wasn't in the chat. But I'm going to give it a couple seconds to see if he pops up. KJ, they got a few NHL players because of the lockout. Also, AJ has stated that he drew inspiration from WWE. His dad, who was in the waste management business, had Triple H, Rock, China for his birthday. There you go.
No, you go watch it. It's hilarious. It just turned into a circus.
I know. I had heard of it. I mean, one of the guys in my fantasy league named his team the Thrashers with that logo, and I was like, "What the hell? What's that?"
Think of Slapshot.
Yeah. Did I read it, Anthony? I got it right. Cesaro with Regal would be great. Thank you, Nick. I knew you would agree with me. Yeah, no, I couldn't.
I agree.
I love it. I think it's a great fit, and it allows you to highlight what Cesaro does, which is. And I like him with a little more heel edge. Like we always saw him as the guy who did, took a little bit of a lump. Then when, everything he did was for the pop, the helicopter, the giant uppercuts. But when he does a pop-up European uppercut, it's amazing. It looks so good. But when he's just running around, European uppercutting everyone and doing it a lot, it's sticky, right? If you get him with Regal and he gets serious and he starts stomping guys and like, mean European uppercuts where he's just like, and he's a monster. I'm in. Give me that. And then Regal does his talking because he's iffy.
Yeah. No, I think, like you said, perfect fit. And I don't, like you said, I couldn't say it better myself. That was, if there's one spot that I think he could go and be really, really, really successful with, it would be there.
I didn't mean to interrupt you. I was trying to bring. It's so funny. Just auto-played on me. Son of a bitch. But we're going to play it in a second. I want to pitch to it. While no injury has been confirmed for Waller, he and Senga took photo at ATM Stadium on WrestleMania Saturday, and he was supporting an arm brace. Yeah, if you guys saw that bump, I mean, he stuck that arm in between the rung and a bat. Like, it was almost as bad as you could get. Like, if you were to pick the way to fall, like he could have went down 100 different ways. I think one of the worst ways would have been if your leg goes through the rung and then you come down on the leg and it folds in a bad way. That's not good. But the way his arm
probably broken leg.
And it could have just been the momentum that kind of gave you the optical illusion, but it literally looked gross.
No, you seen it from the second he took off from the ladder, that he wasn't flat. Like, he looked like he was trying to go for an elbow drop, which through a ladder doesn't sound like a good idea at all.
Mm-hmm.
And you seen about halfway through, his leg started like flailing.
Yeah, he
and
did
you're
that.
like,
Uh-oh. Yeah.
This might not be good.
Yeah, no, he definitely gave us that. Oh shit, this is gonna hurt. But again, when you throw that elbow out, it's no different than when you're throwing in those table shots. You got to make sure that bottom of your elbow flattens out. And I think his goal was to kind of like have it connect on the rung or the frame, but it kind of hit his underarm, so it dropped the arm down, and it was just unfortunate. But hopefully he's okay. I think he's one of their brighter stars, so I think he's got a bright future. I think we're going to see a lot of Waller as we're going ahead. So I'm guessing Raquel and Dakota were transition champions. They just got to Gigi and Jess, so they could give them the titles to Kate. Yeah, no, we were wrong, Anthony. We were wrong. So wrong.
Yeah, maybe those two are going up. That would be the only positive I see out of it.
So Anthony thinks I'm wrong about Cesaro. I think Blackpool Combat Club is good. Yeah, no, I do agree with that. That is where my theory is a little flawed, Anthony. That's where my fantasy booking's ignoring it. But you can have Cesaro and maybe two young guys. I don't know. Maybe I'm being greedy. I don't know.
Well, Regal's managing, so then you have Regal and three veterans. You can look at it that way. You have the manager, three veterans, and then like a young guy. I don't think they're going to go crazy with young guys, but like one or two maybe. One, probably.
Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna play this.
Guy is pissed.
Wait, I'm confused. What happened? Oh, they lost. That's right. Son of a bitch.
So
yes.
Stupid, you forget after 5 minutes.
Yes, I'm pumped. Chris, that is perfect. Mandy Rose, you are not safe. Go get her. Yes.
That's cool. Okay.
Oh,
so she's not going up.
No. I'll take the look. Raquel goes up. Dakota goes after Mandy. I'm totally down for that. All right, folks. We're really quick. I don't know if the audio is going to work for you guys. You can let me know. This is our boy CJ in Dallas. That is sick. Boom. Welcome back. No, that's amazing.
That is very cool.
You know what I love about that video is the dead silence where everyone's like, we think we know who it is. But I think it almost felt like a collective, like almost like watching a guy take a penalty shot, right? Where everyone's like, is it what we think it's going to be?
Quiet.
And then you hear that line and everyone pops and goes nuts. But then there's this like calm for a second, and then he comes up, and they're like, "Okay, it is him. It is him." Like it's not some bullshit where like, you know, it's not Hornswoggle dressed as Cody Rhodes. Like,
oh, could you imagine?
Could you imagine it was a coup? That is funny. It's funny because I was watching old Survivor Series today, and it was right when they did the gobbledygooker. Fucking hell.
Oh yeah, no, you don't want another. No, you don't.
It was Undertaker's debut.
You don't want to. Yeah, Survivor Series. Yeah, the Thanksgiving. Yeah, it was.
There was rumors that he was supposed to be in the egg.
Oh, that's crazy. No, I'm glad they didn't do that.
Johnny's confused why they do this whole title thing. I have a theory. What do you think?
Why lose title and win it back? To give Raquel a moment at Mania. Yeah, I don't know. I was just thinking there for a second to give Raquel a moment before she goes up, but like that drives me nuts.
It bothers me because again, it falls into the lazy writing category. It's lazy shit. So instead of building an angle where people are rooting for somebody, you're like, oh shit, we really want to see them win. We really want to see them win. And then they win and you carry their story on. Right? What are you looking at? Lash Legend actually wrestles.
Gymnastics there.
Yeah, I think her strap broke
she
on
had
her
some
thigh.
moves there.
Oh no, Nikita here, she's a star. Nikita's going to be a big deal. She's big, she's athletic, she has a lot of potential in this company. She just chucked that lady.
These two right here both seem.
Yeah. I don't know much about Lash.
Both of them I can see doing very well.
Yeah. But yeah, to your point, Chris, it's just lazy because it was like what they did with Cardona. It's a big pop because he won, but they don't want him as champion. They just want that one, oh my God, and then they give it back. Yeah. So the same thing here, right? Like you get your oh my God moment, but because you have no story or anything of depth around it, you just, oh, here's your pop. Now we go back to regular programming, right? And so like people said, well, they wanted Braun to win on a bigger stage. Well, that's stupid. Let him win it, Stand and Deliver, which is the pay-per-view for the show that he's the superstar on, and then go to Raw and defend the title. Beat Dolph Ziggler, retain the title, same payout as far as the fan knowledge.
Yeah, do something else besides just like transitional, I guess would be the word, but like just to do that, like, is silly. Like, it makes no sense.
It's lazy. It's just lazy writing. Chris, the way Moxley worded the promo, I think he was geared towards the young talent and the AEW roster, the veterans, so I don't think Stable is going to have three. Yeah, no. Yeah, I agree, Anthony. I'm wishful thinking, buddy.
You took the words out of my mouth. Yeah, that's all it is right now. It's just hoping or wishful thinking.
Yo, her straps popped on both pants, on both legs. Them thighs just burst right through those straps.
Yeah.
Like, look, she just gave us Trouble in Paradise.
Oh.
Look. Oh, she did it this way. I wonder if they told her to do that. The lion.
Well, because it got over.
Her fishing move can't be the lion's den. No, I'm a big fan, and obviously I have a thing for lions, so I have to cheer for this lady. I think she's dope. But she's been doing that finisher the other way around, Chris. It's the first time I've seen her do it that way. Usually she's facing the hard cam. And the opponent's face. Yeah.
Is in her ass.
There's been a lot of memes about it. So I wonder if that was a conversation where they're like, listen, you can keep the finisher, but not you can't go ask
put something else in her face.
Yeah, you can't do it. Uh-oh.
I don't know, maybe she farted.
Uh-oh. Why would you go there?
That's just hilarious.
This is interesting. Interesting. But does that make Tony the babyface?
After beating Ciampa, isn't that a really silly way to go with it?
Yeah.
You think they would continue him as the bad guy?
Yeah, you would think so. Yeah, you would think so. You'd ride that heat, as they call it, but apparently not in this case. Buddy, There's approximately 20 minutes on the clock, and Walter's coming out to fight Bronbreakker. We're going to get a decent amount of time if they do this right. But we're down a member.
Yeah, 20 minutes. I don't even know what to say about that anymore. That's just
adrenaline in my soul, something, Cody Rhodes. Will would be popping right now when he read that. How
he'd be singing along.
How mad would the crowd be if instead you heard here comes the money and Shane came out? I think they would have been mad about just about everyone. Like you had been saying going into Mania, Chris, they had like a very couple options that would have not got booed, but most of them would have been. Could you imagine? Imagine it was Cena. It would be the most confusing pop moment ever.
I said, like, me and I think Will were talking about Cena at one point, and I think we both agreed that he's a tricky one. I think he said he'd get booed, and I wasn't so sure.
Yeah.
I was like, he might not, just because people, like, he hasn't been here in a while, and people love him at this point every time he comes back.
Yeah.
But it was him or Taker, like, some kind of, like, special legend that's not Goldberg.
Goldberg would have pissed a lot of people off. I think Shane might have got a pop, but maybe not. See,
no, because everybody it was.
Yeah.
Because he was rumored to be the first opponent of Seth's with everything that happened, and I don't know. I think once it got kind of hinted towards Cody, nobody really cared to see if it was Shane or not.
Hello, Alex. How are you?
Hello.
Nikita's over because she has them cheeks. Listen, that first week, her debut, she did that lion. I don't know if it's called the Lion's Den or he just said, "Welcome to the Lion's Den." That's quite provocative if she falls on people and yells, "Welcome to the Lion's Den." You're like, whoa, aggressive. But yeah, she got a whole lot of memes. She got a whole lot of attention for that finisher night one. So she dances, she sings, she does martial arts, legit martial arts. I've seen it. She's got good size. She's strong. I think she has a whole lot, like she's got a look. She's got an upside. Huge.
No, she's believable. Now here's a question. Lion's Den, future TV show or Ms. TV type of thing?
For who?
For her.
Oh, I think we're a little early on that one.
For Nikita.
I don't know.
I'm not saying yet. I said in the future. Just the name of it alone.
Just for the name. I like that. That's funny to me. Actually, you weren't here last night, so maybe I'll get your opinion on this real quick.
Oh.
Ezekiel.
Okay. You had to go there, didn't you?
Yeah.
Because that was part of the show. I did.
Oh, I saw your comment.
I seen it on Instagram, and I was like, no way. And then I quickly turned on to the show, and sure enough, he's standing in the ring. And you know what? If he somehow can play it off that he's his little brother, or like it's somehow, maybe it works. But what in the I don't like. I'm gonna. Elias is good, and I'm a fan of Elias, so I want to see where he can try and maybe goes with this. But from first impression, first view, you're like, this is insane.
It's madness.
Are you kidding me? Like,
lunacy.
That's crazy. And
I'm not Elias.
Certain things tonight.
Oh, and KO played it so straight, right?
Well, that was I was about to say was KO was killing me because he's just the whole way down the ramp. He's just like looking at him like, who are you? What? And then I was shocked because and this is where I think they might be able to play it off or do something creative here, is because oh shoot, because Owens was even like, you're Elias, right? Like they mention and they're mentioning the Elias character, and I don't know. Like maybe somehow they pull it off, but holy shit, I don't
Oh
know
my
how they're gonna do
God.
that.
And like they completely, like they purposely sent him out in trunks. Like, we want you to be as bare as possible so everyone knows we've stripped you down of everything that is Elias. Everything.
That you create, yeah, like
So I think the
it's
delay in
just
his I think the delay in him coming back was that he cut his hair and they wanted it to grow back a little. Yeah.
yeah.
You come back when your hair
And
gets
yeah,
longer. You
not
got a
full.
ruler.
They needed him to have a bob or something because he can't have short hair and he can't have long hair anymore. So, yeah, have the AJ Styles when he first
Buddy,
got to WWE.
he looks like Tony Nese.
Actually, yeah, that's a
Right?
very good. Yeah.
When he first came out, I'm like, oh wait, he's not pointing at the abs.
Oh, she's getting it next week.
Yeah, I'm down.
See, but is that a little fast? Wouldn't you want her to like screw with her for like a week or two?
Yeah, I thought it would kind of go beyond just like next week we're having this happen. You thought it'd be a little more play, especially because Dakota's kind of crazy right now. No, 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 no. So am I right? And maybe I'm overthinking this, but I felt like the Elias moment was one of the two biggest factors in why the Veer moment sucked.
Well, yeah, because that's almost like one. They should have spread it out. Two,
Yes.
they shouldn't have had Dominic Mysterio in the ring. Like I get, like you couldn't find a jobber that was a little bigger or something to squash, but some guy like they were just in a main event match. Well, you had like Ricochet and Finn Balor, not even on the like, and then the next night you have them getting squished by Veer. Like
Oh,
I don't
Finn got
understand. Like it made
Finn
no
got pinned
sense.
again last night, so don't worry about that.
I know, like just more. Yeah, I know. It did
More
that.
stupidity.
Like they're poor. They're poor mid card champions.
Yeah, it's
Like it's
pretty
just
bad.
you don't want that belt anymore. Where before you would want that belt.
Mm-mm. Now it means you're not on shows. It
You
means
get the
you're going
belt
to
and
lose
you
a
go on.
lot.
Yeah, you go on a losing streak.
Yeah.
You're everybody's like stepping stone.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, you're supposed to be the champion.
Is this match not happening a bit fast? Should this match not be sold for a while?
Well, see, I had this thought, and I was going to ask a question actually, and I didn't ask it yet. I actually forgot two questions, but I'll stick with this one for now because the other one's off topic. What if Braun loses?
There's no way. That's the
What if
confusing
Braun
part of this.
loses?
Nobody should lose this match. It has to be a squash of some kind. You can't have either guy at this juncture lose. Why? So Braun can win the title next week and then be a 3-time NXT champion? Why? What purpose does it serve?
Braun goes up.
Oh, that's the theory? Why can't Walter
Yeah.
go up?
Well, because they have this Imperium storyline going on. That's kind of like when you were talking about that. I had this kind of
That they be staying?
like maybe it's not just as simple as they're gonna break up, Gunther's gonna go up, because that's usually what they do, and maybe there's a storyline there. So Braun goes up, Gunther takes the belt. He might have been more popular.
The thing with the Veer thing, it was overshadowed because we were all on this chat last night just talking away, and we were like, oh my God, Elias. Oh shit, Veer came out. Like, that's kind of how it happened. And then in addition to that, Dominic I don't know if you know, but Dominic got pancaked in 10 seconds. He got dusted.
Yeah.
So he's already
and that's just
a little weak, pathetic loser with his dad, and out comes this giant to kick him in the head. What did that prove? We waited 6 months for you to pick on a guy that was down and out. The Miz beat him up. We know you're going to.
right? Like it made like how it wasn't a good representation, or yeah, it's not a good representation of trying to prove somebody's strong. Like, hey, you want this guy to be a monster? Have him come out and ruin the Bronbreakker match, or come jump. Oh, the almost thing was actually pretty cool, so I'd leave him alone. But somebody like that,
That's my next
somebody
question.
like
Oh, sorry. Huge boot.
look at Gunther. Holy shit, that dude is so athletic.
He's good. He is an old school pro wrestler, man. He is perfect. I agree, KJ. I think Veer should have come out first. I think he should have come out at a different segment. You couldn't have found a jobber to put in the ring and just get him squashed. Like, here comes Veer. You highlight it. You not during any other cluster. Just quiet. His music hits. Everyone's like, "Oh shit, Veer!" He swallows somebody, wins a match because winning matters sometimes, and everyone's like, "Oh shit, this dude might make some noise."
Hey, wait, we seen a battle royal on SmackDown with like
Tampa in it.
Drew Gulak. Like there's Shelton Benjamin. Actually, leave Shelton Benjamin alone. I like Shelton Benjamin. Cedric Alexander. Like there's other people. Like put Zawa in the ring. Put
Give them
Reggie,
both Viking
put
Raiders.
Dana Brooke. There you go.
Yeah,
You'll kick one of them, and the other will just fall down.
Right, you had a battle royal full of people he could have kicked in the head, and he chose he comes out and kicks a Dominic Mysterio who's already not. And this is how you're going to get this big monster over, is beat up Rey Mysterio. Like,
well, what? Once again, next week now we get to see a legend, somebody that like is beloved throughout the wrestling world.
Lose emphatically.
I'm fine with him losing.
Look,
but does he have to get like? There's no way this goes over besides Ray getting squashed, and to me that makes zero sense.
Yeah, that's what's happening, and they don't care. Ray don't care though. This match is insane, and that chop that chop break skin.
Oh.
Holy shit!
Oh.
Yo, I think you might be leaning towards being close. Let us know, fans. I see some views coming in. Let us know who is winning, Bronbreakker or Gunther, the General. Like, crazy. Now we're on commercial. Well, picture in picture. Does MVP legitimize Omos instantly?
Oh, hell yeah. That was perfect. That was good. That's finally something that helps get like it. I think you said it earlier, the word shit. Yes, I can't think of the damn word.
Vindication.
There you go. Holy moly, my mind went blank. Thank you. No, it does. And it makes him seem important. Okay, MVP just jumped on Lashley to go to Omos.
Yes.
That's a pretty big deal in my mind. Why would you like Lashley's a freak athlete, he's a champion, he's all this stuff, and he just left him to go to Omos. So I think that was a good idea.
I think they could have done it at Mania.
Yes, I agree there. I think
why have almost lose to him and then do this when you could have just had MVP cost Lashley the match and do the turn then. I don't know. It's just silly to me. I think just the older school wrestling mentality, especially for me, and I think other older wrestling fans feel that the way you win and lose matters. And they don't seem to give a shit. Like, losing doesn't matter. People forget. But it matters. Like, it matters. If you hold him off losing, like tonight, technically, we might see one of these guys lose. And I think it's bad for both.
Oh yeah, no, neither of them should lose. But we saw Braun lose at lose at Mania. So I don't know. It's interesting, but does somebody come out? Does the guy is that how they break this fight up? Is the Imperium guy that walked out earlier?
Yeah.
He's
Or
pissed,
maybe
so
he
he
has a
comes
new
in,
buddy.
interrupts this match.
I think Raquel and
Kia,
Dakota Kai and Raquel are going up. I think
yeah.
Raquel's going up. I wanted Raquel to win the Royal Rumble, but nobody listened. Would have been better than Ronda, but that's just me. Kai, I don't know yet. She's going to fight Mandy first. I want her to win.
But for some, and right now, I don't know. Like, did Bailey come back last night? Did Asuka come back?
No Bailey, no Asuka,
Did I
no
miss it?
anybody. The only return we had was MVP kind of came back. He wasn't gone long though. Who else came back last night? Damian Priest is obviously they did the
Ezekiel.
promo with Edge. Ezekiel came
Oh,
back.
badass! I loved it.
Yeah, I did laugh though.
And Veer, we were
even
joking.
again,
Like we were
like
saying for
Roman came
weeks.
out. Sorry, Roman came out, did a promo, basically said he'd give us an update on his arm on Friday, and that was it. That's how the show. It was a really weird show, and like they bill it as the most anticipated Raw of the year. It's really funky. This is amazing, guys, and I'm sorry, maybe we're not talking enough about it, Chris. They're slapping the shit out of each other.
Yeah.
Both men are down. This is an impressive performance for Braun.
I almost wish they didn't do the commercial and we got the extra 7-8 minutes of this.
We usually get a little spillover. Ronnie says Elias. Ezekiel. Uh-oh. Going for the Kimura.
But do you think Elias looks like Ezekiel now?
What do you mean?
Like he kind of like he looked. I don't know. Like Ezekiel actually kind of like he looks like an Ezekiel. Like
the name fits
his look. Yeah, I think Elias was better, but like
I don't know. I hear
Ezekiel
been a
worse name.
I hear Ezekiel, and I think like churning butter and horse and carriage.
Well, no, didn't they have a big Ezekiel in ECW? Like WWE's version of ECW?
I think so. Yes. Yes.
So,
belly to belly. He chucked that man, Chris.
Oh. Well, yeah, you kind of tipped on my other question that I forgot earlier. Was there any updates with Roman's arm? Because there was pictures circulating and it looked like the only time I've seen something like that is when they've torn their tricep or something Chris. Around their arm. Oh, 2.
Did you see that drop kick, the shotgun drop kick he threw?
Yeah. He's so athletic. He is so good.
Oh! Wow.
The Superfly splash.
There's a classic. Children of the Corn. Alex.
Children of the Corn.
That movie is
always on it.
When I was a kid, I saw that movie when I was like 8, and it creeped me out. And then, trying to rationalize with myself, like, wait, I'm a kid. I wouldn't die in that movie, but I don't know why. The movie creeped me out. I'd be one of the good guys. I'm not an adult. What's happening? But shit.
He just chopped his back.
Braun's going to win this, bro. Braun's winning this.
Well, yeah.
He's going to kick out of everything and then beat the almighty Walter. And if Walter loses, he's going up. But really, do we want the loser Walter to come all the way up? Like, it's, again, bad booking. If they do it. I hate being pre-critical. Yes, Jackson. What?
What?
I don't know. Walter's going back up top, bro. This guy is something else, and he really did lose a ton of weight.
Oh, he looks great. He looks great, and it would make you think he's getting main roster ready. Like I can picture him walking into Vince's office and Vince calling him fat or something, or you need to lose that tub or like something.
What's with the muffin top, bud? I'm hoping what I heard about Roman is wrong. Laugh my ass. Ezekiel Jackson was the other wrestler. Yes, an OG.
Yeah, we got a few of them. Ronnie said it as well. But yeah, thank you guys. That's
oh shit, yeah.
Very knowledgeable fans we have. No, like I said about Roman, the only time I've seen somebody's arm look like that, I think it was John Cena. And I believe he tore his tricep when it looked like it. And it like I seen the picture and I was like, that doesn't look very nice. So I hope not. I really hope not. That would suck, but because he might be gone for a little
What
bit.
do they do though? Say he blows it and they say, okay, it's 3 months. Do they just float him? Can they stretch out his reign for 3 months without defending it? Holy shit!
I think he could talk his way.
Wow.
Over.
Wow. This is what they do now, eh? It's like that now, eh?
Clean.
Dude. Clean as a whistle.
So Bronbreakker, if you haven't, I don't think we just said it there. Bronbreakker goes over on Gunther. Clean.
Walter gets his name taken away and then gets beat. Tomorrow, released. Look at this, man.
No, they're not.
No, they can't. He's too. You can't let him go. He's too valuable. He is legitimately a headliner.
That was a hell of a match, and I wish they had more time.
How many times have I seen Walter lose ever? Twice? Yeah, he had the belt for the first number. What was it? 400, like 300 fucking. Yeah. No, way more than that. It was like 4 years. I feel like it was forever. He had that UK belt.
I don't. It felt like forever. Yes, I don't know. I don't remember the exact days, but so Braun's not going anywhere. Maybe he keeps double dipping, but I don't like that. Just stay in NXT if you're the NXT champion.
Oh, wait.
Unless like.
Hey! Oh shit! Ah! What the hell?
I was wondering when they were gonna like do a
this
little
is
more
how you
with
do
this
it?
guy. And
what the fuck?
And you go off the air. That is amazing. What an ending. Holy shit. I don't care.
I don't care.
That's how you end a show. That was a pretty good match. And okay, the match didn't necessarily go the way we thought it would or should, but whatever. They have their own plans. We don't know them yet. So to transition into that's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
You do feel a little bad for Gunther, but
now here's the thing. I got to see what I have been very critical of Gacy. He has not gotten over with me. Harlan, I think, would be better just if it was Harlan keeping him kidnapped. And I guess that's the point, right? Gacy's that guy, that weasel. This is his chance. I'll see what he brings. But it's funny. We went from pretending that Bronbreakker didn't know the first thing about the Steiners to being like, oh, shit, by the way, it's his dad. He's going to induct him. Oh, shit, someone kidnapped him. Like, what?
Oh, no.
Oh, where's the Scooby-Doo gang when we need them? This is funny as hell, man. Oh, this is going to be a good episode of Evil, by the way.
Okay.
So I've watched this entire series, Evil, but this episode is Randy Orton. It's good. It's not bad. I mean, John Cena's the producer, so it's a little bit, WWE fluffy. But it's just all about how they like being the bad
Okay.
guys and digging into the bad guys. The Roman Reigns episode was really good, actually. So it talks about a lot of how like they didn't want to make him a heel, and
Okay, kind of the opposite. Okay.
Ezekiel looks like he came of no. You know what? Hey, look, this is what literally I should put name tags on the picture right now because it's like Elias, Ezekiel, like before, after. No, anybody get it? I got it. Noah's Ark, which is Ezekiel look like. Yeah, I don't get it, man. I we'll see where he goes with it. Can he? I see. Will he make it funny and he's kind of weird and wonky? I don't know, but it's so hard, Chris. Wait, what? Are you kidding? Okay. Oh, Alex is okay with it. Definitely getting me excited for next week now. There you go. Ratings, ladies and gentlemen, let us know what you think out of 10 on tonight's NXT episode. Yeah, wow, what a all over the place goddamn episode. That's the thing I'm starting to like about NXT. Whether you love it or hate it, whether you get it or you don't, something is happening all episode. They don't miss a beat. They know their audience all has ADD, so they're trying.
No, you got a point there. There's always something seeming to go on, and there's a pace to it. There's a momentum to it, even with commercials. And they usually find a way to catch you with a moment or two throughout the show, if not like 3, where you're just like, that's pretty damn good. And like that ending there was phenomenal.
It's so funny when you see Riddle do like an interview and he's exactly like the same tone, the same cadence. Like that is Mother Riddle. He's not playing around.
No, not one bit.
7 out of 10. Anybody else? Somebody? Anybody? What do you got, Chris?
Well, I missed probably the first 45 minutes. So the last hour and whatever, I'd say 7. You didn't make the first 45 to an hour sound very good.
It was good. It was all over the place. I'm going to show an 8.
Okay, so I'm not off.
No, because the women's 10 match was wicked. This is an awesome chance. It was back and forth. Nick thinks I went too high. Nick's only feeling 5. I don't love the ending the way you loved it, but it was something. Braun beat Walter. I didn't like it, but it was a good match, so I can't criticize it because I don't like how it turned out. I got to give it a mark on the match. Walter fought Braun. That was enough for bonus points for me. Yeah, I'm in that 7-8 range for sure. I mean, what else happened in the show? We got a lot that happened. I'm curious with Salt and Pepper. Yeah, damn, Nick. Look, Nick feeling it. Giving it a 5. I mean, it's just all over the place, but I liked it. I mean, Mandy Rose, Dakota Kai next week. I'm down with that.
The last
I'm feeling generous. I'm in a happy mood tonight, so it's getting an 8. It's good.
No, the Imperium thing is what stopped me from saying 8.
Well, I don't know where going though. Why? But it's so random. Like, here's the thing, and we talk about the lazy waiting, but okay, fine. Eichner's going to walk you out. Would y'all like to let us know that they're having some trouble? They're not getting along? Like, is this knee jerk? Did he just say, screw it? Like, I'm tired of this guy. I don't like his blonde hair and his turtlenecks. Like, what happened? That Eichner out of nowhere just walked off. Even if they bumped into
hopefully, like you said, like you haven't seen any of that from them. So just to kind of have them walk off, I hope there's some kind of final to it, or like some kind of explanation to that. But who knows? Maybe that's it. And like to your point earlier, maybe he gets released, or maybe, I don't know, he just all of a sudden is a singles wrestler or something, and they don't acknowledge it. I hope not, but
I don't know,
that's
man.
awfully
I'm
weird.
so shocked that I just saw the dog-faced gremlin roped up. And that was the craziest, creepy thing. Like, "Hi, son," and it's just his head, like he's singing Bohemian Rhapsody, and Gacy has him tied up of all people, and that's why he cut those 2 creepy promos earlier tonight. Like, why is Gacy getting a push
Yeah.
for Braun? But Braun needs fed, right? They're not all going to be the 10 bell lineups. He's got to be fed some guys that he's going to get over on. You can't keep feeding him Walters and Ciampa and Dolph and every top guy go and they beat everybody. Screw it. Roman's coming down next week. Take a dub.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I'm curious to see where it goes with that. Like, that was kind of neat to me. Like you said, like when you seen his face pop up, even then, like when you seen his face, you were like, and then he says the nice message, "I'm proud of you, son," or whatever. You're like, what? And then they zoomed out, and you're like, oh shit! Like he's tied up. Like,
yeah.
I haven't seen them in the ring much. Either of those two, Gacy or the other guy.
Harlan's better than Gacy. Gacy to me isn't bad. His finisher's god awful.
That's what they changed his name to. I was thinking of his first
actual name or his old ring name.
Well, like when he came in, like he was a jack dude. He was big. He had hair. Like so when he showed up like that, I was like, that's kind of confused. Like that was cool. Like it was kind of different. Not what I expected.
I like him like this.
I thought you would see him a little higher up sooner. To be honest.
But he's playing a lackey, right? Like he's playing the back. Then that's where I said if it was Harlan standing in front of that cage going like, "Your dad's dead," you'd be like, "Oh shit." But Gacy, I haven't. I think because they started with that political blah bullshit, that inclusive angle that they were going with. Now they've tapered it off, and now he's being more like a cult leader type of guy. Oddly enough, but that that bullshit, join the family. All in the name of something, blah, 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 blah. But yeah, I really thought it would go. I mean, Harlan's a badass, but I haven't been sold on Gacy. He does a springboard discus clothesline as a finisher. It bugs me because the way he turns his back on his opponent, he does a springboard like the handstand springboard. But he's got to stop because he's got to land the flip and then pivot and throw the clothesline. I'm like, dude, no. And I know I'm like, you come on, David. But it's just, you'll see it. It's just clunky. He's got to come up with a better finisher, something a little more poignant. And I hate a clothesliner as a finisher.
Oh, okay.
Even a good one.
Except JBL's. I like JBL's because
JBL
looked like
Brody did it.
Who?
Brody Lee did it at times where you lay the discus clothesline. No. Or the discus elbow.
Those two, Jim Neidhart, I think, could pull it off, but like, yeah, as a finisher.
Yeah.
Jim Neidhart wasn't a finisher though.
No.
In all fairness, his was just like in the middle, one of his key moves. But yeah, Brody Lee, JBL, I didn't mind them doing it because they're big, like they're big guys. Right? When especially JBL to me, like you would see him like lean, like you're like, man, that dude is getting knocked into next week.
Oh yeah, I mean, and the funny part of that is JBL was a prick, and a lot of them were known to be stiff as hell. KJ, can you please explain to me what gave you his character exactly? Is it he's supposed to be false prophet type cult leader? Yeah, that's the vibe I'm getting from Gacy, like a Manson, like kind of like a Dave Koresh, but less, more of like the Jehovah's Witness type. And not a knock on Jehovah or the witnesses. I'm simply meaning just that approach. That have you trying to give you a booklet at all turns, right? Have you heard of the coming? Like, relax. Okay, we'll take a minute. Stan Hansen, yeah. But yeah, that kind of feel of like, and I mean, maybe he needs somebody other than Harlan with him to help legitimize what he's up to. But yeah, it definitely has that vibe of. I mean, at the beginning, he was doing something. I think they were really trying to poke at like the inclusion. I don't know. It was just a weird approach, but they seemed to made a little bit of a turn on it, thankfully. And we'll see what he does here because now he's kidnapping people. Which, holy shit, we're kidnapping people. Now, here's a question. The last question of the night. Should we not call him Rex Steiner if he's going to go save Rick Steiner? Should someone not explain why we call this man Breaker?
Is it too late? I don't know. I don't see them going back now, but
all he has to say
all of a
is
sudden he comes out.
Go ahead.
No, I know exactly. I think where you were going, and your idea is better.
Yeah, if he comes out and says, "Listen, this is why I didn't want anyone to know who my dad was," and blah blah blah, they're going to use it against me. But now you know I'm a Steiner, and even if it was Breakker in bracket, in quotation, Steiner, I don't fucking know. They're dumb, but they have options. They can go either way with it. But Ezekiel pops out, mentions Jehovah's Witness. There you go. Ezekiel should join them. Yes, we should.
Oh, Lord.
Yes, exactly. Oh, Anthony's got one more for me. I feel that Braun chose the ring name so that he can make his own. Exactly. That's what I would pitch him on. And I don't think he chose the name. I think he was told. But I agree with you. But now that he's got a belt without his father, I think we're okay to call him Rex Steiner because that's a badass wrestling name. And most of the people watching NXT 2.0 don't have a clue who the Steiners are. People are going home right now to Google who the old guy was in the rope. That's it, Chris.
That's
the end of the question. So you want to add your 2 cents on that before any more come in?
I don't think I agreed with you. I didn't think you chose it, and it would be easy. Like your way of explaining it would be perfect. In my mind. At this point, like it's there, it's out there, everybody knows. Make it known to everybody. Like, might as well just make it his name.
Yeah.
And I think we're signing off, so I just want to say thank you to everybody for coming and being here tonight. Hope you had a good time.
Nice. Sorry, I talked on you.
No problem. I'm good. You can go.
You're good? I want to show this one more time, just in case anyone didn't see it before, or if anyone's kicking off.
That's so cool.
Dope. I'm down. That was cool. Cool moment. Love him or hate him, like the decision or not. It's a WrestleMania moment. A lot of us are going to talk about for a long time. And the way they're building Cody right now, Chris, if he achieves this, if he does the All-American baby face run to the top, that was one of the biggest reasons WWE now has Cody on the roster is his ego, letting him stay a baby face and paying him a shit ton of money. Simple. Done. Goodbye. I'm out.
The story writes itself.
It really does.
Like even if you don't have him win it at first, and he spends a little bit of time getting screwed out of it and chase, right? And then finally, maybe next year's Mania or even longer, like he finally wins it and gets his moment, the place would explode. I don't know if they have the patience for that.
No,
but
I think
that's how I would do it.
If they want to do it properly, you put a bunch of obstacles in this guy's way and you stretch it out to Mania next year. I don't care. Survivor Series. This better not be a month from now. We're giving him backlash because 3 months from now you'll have the belt off him and he'll drop back down. So let him chase.
But, and I can almost see it happening too. Say Roman comes. I think we hinted at this question and got distracted with the match earlier. What if Roman is out for, you said 3 months, but say it's longer? Like, can he stay champion for Can he stay champion for 3 months? Yeah, I think so. He can talk his way through 3 months. If it's 6, 8 months, who do
That's
you
a good
think they're
point.
going to go to?
Now, keep in mind, we used to have Brock only
Right.
show up one. Yeah, no, you got a valid point. So we'll tune in on Friday, and we'll find out then. We will remind the fans we are the blah blah blah. We are the Wrestling for Life Network. We are here every day. We will be back tomorrow. AEW Dynamite. Tune in. Tell everybody to tune in. This is going to be a crazy Dynamite. I have a feeling that Tony's going to want to get some headlines back. I know Tony. He seems like a little bit of an emotional fella. He's going to feel a little gurry about this big coup that the WWE pulled off, signing a former EVP. So I think Tony's going to be looking to strike back and get in it. So tune in, join us. Thursday Impact, Friday doubleheader, Saturday, Sunday, original content. Like, subscribe, join the family. Chris, it was a pleasant surprise. Special shout out to LJ and Will. I'm KJ. I'm going to bed. See you on the flip side. I was waiting for you to say something. And I'll see everybody on the flip side. Bye-bye.